All right, for more on this and other subjects, I'm joined now by Republican presidential candidate Will Hurd, who's in the key state of Iowa right now. Will, thanks very much for joining us. Trump is explicitly saying, at least apparently, that he'll use the U.S. Justice Department to target his political opponents. What do you make of that?
Well, first off, Wolf, thanks for having me on. Now, I apologize for not being in a suit and tie. I'm on the last 2 miles of a 21-mile walk in remembrance of 9/11. I'm coming to you from a firehouse here in Des Moines. But that kind of rhetoric is unacceptable by Donald Trump. It shows that he's not taking the decisions he's made seriously. And let's be real frank, Donald Trump would not be in this situation if he would have just complied with the law. Let's take the case of the classified documents. When you knew we know he had classified documents. All he had to do was turn them in, and he wouldn't have these charges. So all of these problems that Donald Trump is dealing with are self-inflicted wounds. And to me, especially on a day like 9/11, when we're remembering the men and women that died, the 3,000 deaths, the men and women for the last 22 years who have prevented another attack on our homeland from happening, who have collected national security intelligence, who has put their lives on the line in order to protect his country. For someone like Donald Trump to not care and be oblivious of protecting the secrets that those people put their lives on the line to do is just unacceptable to me.
While I have you, let's turn to some U.S. foreign policy issues. I want you to watch and listen to what your 2024 rival, Nikki Haley, told our Jake Tapper about the threat from China. Listen to this.
China's been practically preparing for war with us for years. Yes, I view China as an enemy. How much more has to happen for Biden to realize you don't send cabinet members over to China to appease them? You start getting serious with China and say, we're not going to put up with it. They keep sending different cabinet officials over, Jake, and it's embarrassing.
How do you see it, Will? Is China an enemy?
China is a national no question. The Chinese government is trying to surpass the United States as the sole global superpower. That's not my opinion. That is what they have said about themselves in English since at least 2015. But I also think that China and America can't coexist. We can cooperate on some things and compete on others, but that requires us to have a foreign policy that based on a simple principle that I've learned being connected to national security for the last 22 years. Your friends should love you and your enemies should fear you. And right now, the Chinese government doesn't fear us. A place like North Korea doesn't fear us. That's why Kim Jong-un is on a train going to Russia to sell the Russians munitions to continue fighting our ally in a place like Ukraine. And so we have to make sure to win this war with the Chinese government. It's going to require the United States of America to be the global leader on a number of advanced technologies like artificial intelligence, quantum computing, synthetic biology. We need somebody in the White House who understands these issues and who's also seen our enemies up close and personal and know how to take them on. That's one of the reasons why I'm running in this race, because I have that technology experience, that foreign policy experience. And if people that are watching want someone like that, go to hurdforamerica.com tonight and help and give at least $1 to help me have the resources to promote our message.
Will Hurd, as usual, thanks very much for joining us.
Always a pleasure, Wolf.